Hello everyone, this is Lilith Eeckels, garden girl at TwoPeasInABucket.com. Welcome to the next installment of 213 in 2013, your Monday video series here at 2Peas. Today I'm going to show you how I created this layout, which has an aqua and pink color combination. I know it's very common, but it just really fits the photos I chose to use. I've taken two photos that were taken in a scrapbooking convention in Paris, where I got to meet some lovely friends. And here are the 4 prompts I'll be using on my layout. The first is to texturize, to pin it down, then go confetti wild, and then use something see-through. So here are the products I used to create this layout. I've taken out a few more, and you'll see I won't be using all of them, but I like having everything at hand. So I've got some of the new embellishments from the Mayberry collection. I also took out an envelope. These are some alphabets, so an alphabet sticker sheet from Studio Calico and ombre stickers from Studio Calico as well. A little stamp from Elle Studio, some overlayers from crepe paper, some little arrows, a sticker sheet from Echo Park paper. I really love the colors. This is really a fabulous product. I love it. They are chalkboard stickers, and they are also in the Mayberry collection by Crepe Paper. I also cut up these little journaling cards, and they are from Echo Park paper, but designed by Glitz Design, and they're from a birthday collection, but I really love the colors there. This is one from the Snippets collection, and then 2 little journaling cards from the Alison Craft line. And then I cut out, this is some plastic or acetate. I cut out a few shapes using my Cameo. And I'll be using this in 2 ways on my layout. I'll be using it as a mask, and then I'll be using one of the shapes on the layout itself. And I'm just holding it against the paper. I hope you can see it. It's this lovely branch design. So you could, cuts really easily with the Cameo. I just double cut it just to be sure. Then some more scraps of paper from the Dear Lizzie collection. And then these lovely stickers from the birthday collection from Echo Park paper by Glitz. And this is my base paper with the anchors on it. A nice aqua base. I'll also be using some modeling paste. This is to add a little bit of texture. And then in my little glass bowl, I've got all my little embellishments. I won't be using all of them, but I love taking out a bit more just to be sure. So little stickers from the Lucky Charm collection, some tags from Chic Tags. These are some ribbons and my photos, and lots of little embellishments. I just chuck them all into the bowl and see how I'll use them. So let's start creating the layout. Oh yeah, and I nearly forgot, lots of little mists. I love using those on my layouts as well. So let's start creating the layout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by placing all my layers, and I started off with something quite tone on tone, so the aqua anchor paper, and then I layered some of the Dear Lizzie papers on it, and then I took out all the little journaling cards and started placing them on the layout just randomly, just seeing how they look. So this is, nothing is planned, I'm just playing around with all the little papers and the cards, just seeing how they look. I'm going to keep on fiddling around with all the little elements until I'm happy with the overall design. And here I'm going to add a little envelope. So these are little envelopes from the Fancy Pants collection, and I took out 3 of them. All of them were in the same colors as the color scheme I had picked out. So there was a pink one with stripes, and in the end I went with the aqua one. I just thought it balanced everything out. So as you can see, I'm just playing around with all the elements, and I do this until I find something pleasing. So there is no theory, it's just trial and error, and at one point my brain says, stop, this looks good. So that's the little envelope, and I'm also adding one of the little transparent cuts I made. And you can't really see it that well here on the layout, but in real it really adds a nice little detail. If you don't have a cameo to cut them out, you could use a punch and punch out little hearts or little circles and add it. It's just a really fun way to add a bit of detail. I'm just playing around a bit with the cards, and once I'm happy with the overall look, I'm going to staple the basic design, the layers, the base layers as I call them. I'm going to just staple them down. So this is really my favorite technique of adhering papers to a layout. It won't move, and it's such a fun way when you like layering, because it's really easy just to add the little cards, to tuck little tags beneath it if you want to add some hidden journaling, or if you want to layer lots of little pieces of paper or little elements. Stapling it down just makes it a lot easier. So once I've done that, I'm going to add a little bit of texture, and to do that I'm going to take the mask I created by cutting out that plastic sheet, and I'm going to add some modeling paste. So I'm just going to spread that over the design, and I'm using a special little plastic craft knife for that. And then I just lift it off, and what's really fun with the plastic sheet is you can just use baby wipes or clean it off in the sink, and you can use it again. Cardstock, I have done it in the past. The problem is that sometimes the cardstock soaks up the humidity of the modeling paste, and your design is ruined, so you'll have to cut it out again. The plastic you could always use again. So here I'm just adding a few little stickers from the Echo Park paper birthday sticker sheets designed by Glitz Design, and I also wanted to add that little transparent element, so I'm just tucking that beneath the photos to the right, and I'm going to staple that down. So here's just a really small stapler I'm using for that, and as you can see, because my layers aren't glued down, I can just slip the little stapler beneath and staple that transparent element to the layers. I wanted to add a little bit more texture, and I'm doing that by punching out a few shapes out of POW paper, and this one is kind of glittery paper, and it punches out really well. You can cut out shapes with your cameo. It's just a really fun product as well. I had so much fun meeting Karine and Celine in Paris, and I really wanted to document that, and the little stamp from Elle Studio just fit perfectly with the theme and the idea of documenting our get-together. And I stamped it to the bottom left-hand side, just to the left of the photos, and then I added the same stamp, but just part of it, to the right-hand border at the top. And I had this idea in mind that I would create a flow going from the bottom to the top using the stamps, and that was my idea. I'm just adding a few more little stickers, just tucking them beneath the layers, and I really wanted to add a little hint of black, and that's where the chalkboard stickers come in. And these are really fun to use. You can write on them with a white uniball pen, and there are lots of different shapes. So here I'm playing around with the shapes, seeing how they look, and that's what's really great when you staple your layers down. You can just flip them up and tuck things below. And I'm really happy with how the overall look of the layout is, and I'm going to stick down all the remaining elements, and I'm using just some tape, glue, and also some foam dots. I'm a big fan of foam dots. I just love the dimension they add to a layout. So once all the little elements have been adhered to the layout, I'm going to add a few more little tags here and there, see how they look. Here I'm playing with the chic tags. I really love these little tags from their Love collection, but they just didn't fit in the end. I added a little journaling card that is loose, I'm going to journal on that, and just to make it easier to get out of a layout, to pull it out, I'm just adding a few loops of ribbon that I'm gluing together, and then I'm going to add those to the back of the journaling card. And I added a little aqua ribbon and a little pink one. Here I'm just playing around with a few of the rub-ons. I love these rub-ons from the Amy Tangerine collection, and they're really easy to use. And they have this kind of pencil look, pencil feel to them. And I have noticed sometimes that when I rub, I don't rub well enough, and that I missed a little piece. And then I just take a pencil and go over it. This is another one of my prompts for you, and it's to add a pretty little pin, or to add a pin to your layout. I have lots of these that I've collected over the years, and I really don't use them enough. So I'm trying to add them to at least every layout or every project I make, just to try and use them up. And I love the little girly feel they give to the layout here. It's just, well, it's about me and my girlfriends. Here I'm playing around with some of the embellishments from the Mayberry collection. I really love those wood embellishments, but they didn't work. Here I'm just having a look at some of the stickers and embellishments and just holding them against the layout. I'm going to start creating my title, and I really wanted to combine the two alphabets that I had picked, so the little stickers, the pink stickers, and the ombre thickers. And first I thought of writing the word meeting and putting that to the side, but it got a bit lost, and so I just put them onto the photos, and that way the eye is immediately drawn to the title. So the title is Meeting Friends, and here I'm playing around with the thickers, just seeing where they look best, and I decided just to place them below the layers where my photos are placed. And I really love these ombre thickers. They go from light to dark. And this is my last prompt for you, and it's to create a confetti look. And here I'm using mists, but you could use maybe a confetti punch. So there's one from EK Success that if you punch it out, you've got lots of different sizes and you can stick them down. It's a bit time consuming, but lots of fun as well. And here I'm just using lots of different mists. So I've got Mr. Huey's, some from October Afternoon. I even had some Color Shine, and just really fun way of adding movement as well to your layout. I'm just adding a little border to the top and bottom hand edges of the layout. It's just to ground things down. I don't know, it needed that. I don't know why, it just looked right for me anyway. So once I've added those, the layout is complete. And there you have it. So here is my layout, a girly pink aqua layout with a pretty little pin, some texture, a bit of confetti as well, and the last one was to use something see-through. I hope you've enjoyed this series, and my challenge for you is to use at least one of the prompts. See you soon. Bye bye.